always belonged to the community and the people that live in it. Way back when the sugar companies were first starting, and the majority of the community depended on the sugar companies, the decision was made to allow them to have some of the water. But that is no longer the case. The major sugar company in Navaeha no longer exists, so they should not have the right to the water. The purpose for which the water was distributed, when that purpose disappears, then the rights to that water should also disappear.
The water resources of this ahupua'a of Waikapu were impacted just like every other ahupua'a on the island of Maui. The sugar industry was at its peak. Most of all the waters in our streams were diverted.
Ha'akiki ka loa'a i ka wai no ka mea ho'ohana na kanaka i ka wai no ka ko ka na mea like ole like aole pono.
The value of vai, Navaeha, and it's important to the Hawaiians that we need water for our lo'i because lo'i is our life. I think sugar ain't important, but food is, which is kalo, which kalo needs water to grow. They're just selling the water to the cane fields and other people.
Makava kahiko wola na vai mana vahi apau I kia maula aole loa'a no ka mea hohana no poe no kolako mau makemake.
There's no pineapple around us anymore. There's no sugarcane around us anymore. We're growing houses.
What are you gonna do with that white? What are you gonna do with that wealth? How are you gonna care for this land? How are you gonna care for your people? You know more water. 3 days. You're done.
It's channelized and they aren't going to restore the stream. And then so I couldn't really study oopu or opai. I mean, we'd see oopu and maybe see prawns and things, but we wouldn't see much.
The fish aren't able to get out to the ocean, so they can reproduce or come back and have more fish, so a lot of the fish are dying off.
It was a bad idea that we should have left it like a regular stream instead of concreting it all. Not all the water can get through, so they can't recharge our aquifers. Without the aquifer, when you would turn on your faucet, no water would come out. No water would come out of your fridge.
We're still trying to get the water back in the streams where it belongs. And one of the reasons why we want water in the streams so it can filter into our aquifers. When they take it out, it doesn't get to fill our aquifers, and then, you know, the wells that they pump from get drier and drier.
Ina a'ohe vai, a'ohe ola, mana kaha vai a me maka'aina. Laila pona mako e malama i ka vai.
Ole ana mako e ola pa'akiki ana na ohana e ola makia aina o Hawaii. Hiki mako ke hawi I na keiki. Hiki mako ke ola.
Here in Wai'ehu, we are pulling weeds so we could help the kalo grow and live better.
Reason why these taro is in the pots is because we don't have enough water. And when you don't have a consistent flow of cool water, disease comes into play.
Before all of this, it was mostly our land and we're the ones taking care of it. Well, if they don't put the water back, then our food will just die. We have nothing to eat. We have at least nothing to drink if they get rid of it.
I don't think it's right because it's free water, so why should you be able to sell it?
We're not getting the resources that we need to survive.
It's not right. You're thinking of the shelves only. I'm thinking of the big picture, everybody.
I think it needs to be fixed. And I feel bad that it's happening to our land.
At least give us Hawaiians some water to run down the stream because we don't have that much water.
Water needs to go back to the streams. Water needs to go back to the community. There's no reason why the community should suffer for an entity that no longer exists.
Because our kupunanu, if you wasted the water, you couldn't feed your crops, and then what would happen? You cannot feed your ohana. It's as simple as that. You wouldn't waste a resource that feeds you.
My kupuna were very smart. They had a specific way of getting water from Mauka to Makan. They used water responsibly for a reason. With the way we use water now, 10 years from now, the aquifers would be empty. If we continue this pattern, try imagine Maui with no water to drink. Try imagine mats and trucks having to bring water from the mainland just because we didn't use water responsibly.
Eola kawaya kane.
Eola kawaya kane.
Eola kawaya kane.